That's a good one for these waters, isn't it, Tofield?
It's about a 30.
Now that is a nice Pickwick smallmouth.
But that's dinner.
O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson is presented each week by Works Power Share. Share batteries, save money.
Hello again, everyone. I'm O'Neill Williams, and welcome to our program. Once a year, every year, I insist upon visiting Cajun Vista Lodge. My good friend Tofield Bourgeois owns the place. Fabulous fishing. You'll catch a limit of redfish and trout every single day. The accommodations are wonderful. 100-plus-year-old schoolhouse renovated. It's just top-notch. Food, out of sight. I'm telling you, make this part of the plan every year for you and your buddies, you and your family. Everybody will catch a limit, I promise. And how do you find out more? Stick around and watch O'Neill Outside today. I like trout because they're so aggressive.
Yeah.
Darren, it took a long time to catch the first fish. What, 5 minutes, 4 minutes?
3-4 minutes.
Would you call that a sea trout or a spotted tree trout?
Speckled trout, we call them.
Speckled trout. A good eating critter, very, very aggressive. And what's the limit here?
25 a person.
Wow.
And they got to be 12 inches long. He's probably 14, 15 inches.
There you are. Trout. No?
Yep, speckled
Yep.
trout.
Speckled trout. Keeper trout, huh?
Yep, he's a keeper.
On a given day with some good fishermen, well, you usually have 2 or 3 people in the boat, sometimes 4?
3, 4.
Okay.
Yeah, we catch 150 some days.
So pretty well you'll limit out most days with somebody who
good.
can catch them.
Yeah, in October, best month for them.
You want to catch them, you got to come down here to Cajun Vista, go out with Darren. Catch 100 a day. I don't know
Yep,
how it is
50.
with you where you go fishing, but 100 a day is pretty good activity. We've been fishing 15 minutes. That's 3 with about 10 bites. How many boats go out every day out of Cajun?
We normally got 5 every day. 4, 5 of us go out, but today I think we got 9 today.
9 boats this day.
Some days we got 30 boats, 12, 15 boats. Yeah.
That's a good one. Just a jig head with a little plastic,
That's it.
and you can catch a limit most days quickly. Come here, slow down, slow down, slow down.
O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson, brought to you by your Southeast Toyota dealer. Let's go places. The Whitetail Institute of North America. Research equals results. Tough Shed, premier builder of sheds and garages. Carolina Skiff, go anywhere, do anything. And by Zach Brown Southern Grind Knives, only the best make the cut.
It'd be something I like big fish. A little cut coming up ahead is normally good.
The area that you have available to you to fish is how wide and how long out of Cajun Vista Lodge?
You got 30 miles either way if you want to go. You can go further than that, but like we ran 25 minutes out this morning, and like I said, we ain't went nowhere, and look at the water you could cover. So you ain't seen nothing yet.
This braided line really makes a difference, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Because I felt that bite way out at the end of the cast just as soon as it hit the water.
Pretty one now. Flip him up.
Oh boy. Put him right into the camera here. Beautiful. And 9 boats, and there's at least 3 people per boat. You do the math. That's how many fish we'll bring back. Now, one of the things that you'll witness on trips like this with Darren at Cajun Vista, you'll catch trout and reds. And while this is a small redfish, I can't get to him, Darren. Would you get him, sir?
Yeah.
That's a small one. Now, let's go by the sizes now. Is that a keeper?
Yeah, that's a keeper. He's probably 18, 20 inches.
Okay.
He only has to be 16.
Okay. And that's why you can look there on the right, why he's called a spotted bass or spotted redfish, huh?
Yep.
And we'll have him for dinner tonight. Uh-huh.
That's it.
Darren's record is 51 inches. I caught one time that was 51 pounds, and oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That's serious, that.
Yes, sir. That's the first redfish of the day. Now,
Yep.
while I've got the sun in my face and you can see, one of the things that if you can give it a try, if you're here, and I want you to visit Cajun Vista Lodge, ask for Darren. One of the best trips ever for you, for your family, is a fly out to the Chandelier
Island.
Chandelier Islands. By boat, it's probably 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
45 minutes by charter with tow field, and that's some of the best fishing on the planet. The only trouble is it can't last very long because you catch a limit in about an hour and a half.
Yep. It's like killing a 12-point buck when you go out there.
Every time.
Every time you go.
You betcha. One of the things that's so attractive about this, fishing with tow field on this trip or trips like this by plane, is that, ooh, nice fish, Trev, is the remoteness of where you are. I mean, let's think about it for a second. If this were a trip that was by boat alone, it would be, oh, it's a redfish.
Oh, look at there. I told you I thought I saw a red
Yes, you
fin
did.
a minute ago.
It
wasn't that guy, but
this one's too small, of course. But by boat alone, this would be 3 hours or 4 hours to get here. That's why, see, look around. You don't see any boats, it's too remote. By plane, with that one over there, and tow field bourgeois at Cajun Vista Lodge, you fly out here in 40 minutes. Ooh, you got a keeper there, don't you?
oh yeah, that's no doubt a keeper. It's a small red, but I'm still kind of surprised. I told you at last run of bait, I told you I thought I saw a fin, a red fin coming up.
That one that you saw was much bigger than this one.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, see his teeth in there? That's why you gotta hold them. You can't lip them like he tried to do on the first one. But he, without measuring, is definitely gonna be made into some sort of trout dish that Towfield told me about last night that I don't know how to say it. We're getting into some better ones.
Time for a True Turn tackle tip from TJ.
Here's a tip for you that it's more of a recommendation, really. But you have to do this. Plan at least one Saturday or Sunday or one day a month for you and your family or even your grandchildren, and spend some time outdoors. Camping trip, fishing trip, hunting trip, walk in the woods, a hike, it doesn't matter. Spend the day with your family, but you have to plan it. This is dedicated. It's not Little League. It's not a high school football game. It's your family, and spending the day with them is the most important thing in your life. Kind of a serious tackle tip, and that's from TJ at True Turn.
This portion of O'Neill Outside is presented by the Georgia Department of Tourism and Economic Development, the Georgia Department of Natural Resources Wildlife Resources Division, and Georgia State Parks and Historic Sites.
Yep.
That's the one I seen in the pocket.
That must be. Now, Darren called this shot now from about 50 yards down the bank. He said there's a redfish there. That's what's wonderful about having.
Oh,
You got him?
I got one too.
Double. Look, are they together? No.
We might be tangling up.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Let's see. Let me get over you.
Okay, you got one over there. I got this. This is a pretty good size one here.
This one too, a little decent.
This fish feels heavy.
I'll flip this one in.
Where's the net? Here it is.
Get in the boat.
Here's the net there. Just another day in the boat with Darren, huh?
That's it.
Just another day in the boat.
Want that one?
One of the fabulous things about visiting here and catching all these fish, catching all these reds and trout. You have dinner that night, but when I bring a group down here, and I have a group here now of about 20, you always bring a cooler so you can take a mountain of fillets back home. Redfish on the half shell, and he'll be cooked on the big green egg. Think about it. Darren, tell me now, somebody comes down here, he's a freshwater fisherman. He fishes lakes, ponds, and streams, and he gets in the boat with you. What lure, what combination of lure are you going to put on for him first, and how are you going to use it?
Yeah, I like using a
Just
straight
lead
line,
head jig?
just jig head with a straight line with a little plastic on it like that,
Uh-huh.
and just bounce the bottom
Throw up to the
Yep.
edge of the grass
Just
and
hit right-
bounce it back.
right to the edge of the grass and work it back.
It's not a mystery.
Nope.
And you can stick with artificials. Let's see, it's let's keep count here. It's 8:20, and we've caught 20.
At least 20.
20.
Yeah.
That's this regular day. This is nothing outstanding. Yes or no. This is what happens every
Normal.
day.
Long as the weather's good, it's
Yeah.
you know. But it's a good day. I guess any day you get up is a good day.
Yeah.
And you can go fishing. A little red, huh?
Is it?
A rat.
Yes, it is. We'll get. Now, this is undersized. We'll put him back.
Undersized.
Huh?
Yep. And they have to be 16 to keep.
That's an upside down redfish. And there's that spot tail. Let's see what he's got on this side. Spot tail. People call it spot tail bass. The world's record redfish is caught off the North Carolina coast in deep saltwater. Off the coast, I think he weighed 104 pounds.
Oh God. I thought it was like 60 something pounds, 62
I
thought.
think he is 194 or 104 pounds is the world's record redfish.
God.
And it's an old record. It's red. What's the limit for reds, Darren?
5 a person. 16 and 1 over 27. You can have 1 per person over 27.
That's a frying on the half shell red
That's
right
a half shell red for sure.
Yes,
Look
sir.
at the spots on him.
there. And there's sort of a different pattern there too.
Got a few spots there. You want? See on that side?
Now these are not big redfish.
No.
But they're good.
That's the grilling ones you want.
Yeah,
there.
these are the ones you want. Oh, and there's just one spot on the other side. Fabulous. Okay, throw them in there.
Time for the Zach Brown Southern Grind Guest Book. This week from Robert Rasnick in Ridgeland, North Carolina. He has some wonderful things to say about the show, which is a good start. But he says not everyone can afford a place to hunt or be in a club. So, what is your #1 tip for hunting public land? It's 3. Ready, Robert? #1, hunt late into the season when everyone else has stopped hunting. #2, hunt all day. When you get in the stand, stay there all day. #3, hunt far deep into the open land, way away from the truck. Most people hunt with 100 yards within the sight of their truck. And lastly, hunt during the week. Ended up being 4 things instead of 3. You got it? You can harvest great bucks on public land with those 4 tips. If you'd like to be awarded a Zach Brown Southern Grind Jackal Black and Tan knife, go to o'neilloutside.com, the Southern Grind Guest Book. Leave your question, your comment, and if we use it on the television show, we'll send you the knife. Or Zach will send you the knife.
We have more from O'Neill and Travis, but first, let's thank these sponsors. Your Southeast Toyota dealer. Let's go places. The Furminator, best food plot implement on earth. Year One muscle car parts. O'Neill's new Real Gun and Marine Oils, naturally the best. And by Crocodile Bay Eco Resort in Costa Rica. Now, let's join O'Neill for wild game and fish recipes on the Big Green Egg.
Gail and I have turkey. We're empty nesters. It's just 2 of us that live here. But we will have turkey, but I don't buy 15 and 16 pounders. A small one like this 8-pounder right here will work. Now here's the recipe. Here's something that's important. Hickory chips. There's smoking hickory chips from Big Green Egg. It adds lots of smoke and flavor. So here's an 8-pound turkey, and I've got him on the little chicken stand here, the little turkey stand in a drip pan, and I'm going to put him on indirect heat. The first thing I'm going to do, which I almost forgot, is put on poultry seasoning. Okay? He poor little guy needs a little bit of a rub down here. Poultry seasoning. Be sure and do it nice and sloppy like I'm doing, but it'll permeate throughout the cooking process. Then chicken broth in the pan. Be sure and make a mess. Celery stalk, onion. You don't have to do anything to it, just put it in there. Then, on the Big Green Egg at 325, 12 minutes per pound. Now that's the advantage of the Big Green Egg. You can cook low and slow. And with the hickory chips and the natural charcoal, now see, with Big Green Egg, this charcoal is all hickory and oak. It's not residue off of a building site with old 2x4s. Hickory and smoke, and then the hickory chips. It's going to be good, I promise. The perfect roasted turkey on the Big Green Egg. Want the recipe? Well, you can get it. o'neilloutside.com, biggreenegg.com. And it's true this time too. Big Green Egg, the ultimate cooking experience. You got a grown one on here, son?
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Oh, yeah. All right, let me interview you while you catch this fish.
I don't think he's ready yet.
Okay. How far away is New Orleans?
It's only about 15 miles from the lodge.
Oh,
It
boy.
ain't far. That was a good one.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning and we are about finished.
We're about done.
Yes, indeed. A limit every single day. You should be here, take advantage of it, and fish for more than one day. Hang around 2 or 3 days. A lot of people do that, don't they? What I want you to do is have confidence when you contact Cajun Vista Lodge on the telephone or the internet, and you will go fishing with somebody like Darren here, and Darren and I have fished a lot of times. How long have you been fishing here, Darren, as a guide?
I've been fishing with Tophiel about 10 years since I got my license. I mean, I've been fishing my whole life. 49 years old and been on the water all my life since I'm 4 or 5 years old. And this old schoolhouse we made into a fishing lodge.
First class bedrooms, bedding, the meals. Oh, the meals.
Oh yeah, there's jambalaya, gumbo, grilled redfish, you name it, they got frog legs. You never know what you're gonna
Well,
get
last
around
night
there.
we had
Soft-shell crab.
Soft-shell crab last night.
Yeah.
I want you to have the confidence to know that you'll be accommodated to the very nth degree, and then finally the top off is the fishing.
Oh yeah.
How many months a year?
Fishing, you can fish year round. It's just the cold fronts come in the wintertime and it's not as good, so you have bad days, you know, with the cold fronts. But fishing's good all year round.
You need to plan ahead. Like, for instance, when I make arrangements to come here and visit with you guys, I do it 6 or 8 months ahead.
Yeah.
So you should do that so that you get the perfect time to come down here and fish.
Yeah.
Put Cajun Vista Lodge and ask for Darren.
That's it.
You'll catch a boatload, a limit every day, great food, great accommodations. Don't forget it, Cajun Vista Lodge.